My name is Joy. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. And so I'm going to share a little bit about how the positive tipping points, for me, I can see it as a space of hope and also brings urgency since I work with communities. And I'm going to give you an example of one of my communities that I work with that lives in one of the biggest dump sites in Kenya, right next. And they had a quarry, and the past 30 years they have been regenerating their space. So they started by planting one tree slowly by slowly, bringing children and teaching them acrobatics, so saving them from crime, and also giving them opportunity to be able just to have community. And so that place has completely been transformed. And this is like what tipping points is for us, especially when we look at community work. And so it's a few determined actions repeated and until the whole story of a place shifts, which is what we have experienced with this community. So it is not it's not so different from the classroom. It's not so different from the society. It's just the same way like how a teacher would sit with a student and teach them something that completely transforms their life. And what happens is that we see that as that child is growing up, he changes a whole generation or she changes a whole generation out of that experience. And for me, that's how tipping points has brought in hope. And I hope most people will experience that, especially the positive tipping points. And it allows us to be able to see the opportunities. And it allows us to be able also to see what is possible with our small actions, like my communities that just started planting trees and slowly started teaching one child acrobatics. And so I'm hoping that that in its own way will also allow us to start seeing the importance of everything we are doing, the urgency of the actions we take, bringing our weight to the situations around our work. And so this for me is where the positive tipping points brings a lot of hope and urgency into not just community, but into systems change work, where it's the little small things that we're doing that we realize, oh my God, it can actually shift a whole system. And so I want to leave us with a question where I would ask you, where is your quarry? Because my community started planting trees in a quarry, and now it feels like it is actually a forest for them. So where is your quarry? And also the question of what is one small action that you can do that basically also gives you the opportunity to allow your systems to change bit by bit.